Hi, I'm Fran with Stampendous, and I want to show you another very fun technique or two that works beautifully with the Laurel Burch designs. You can see how Laurel used such bright, vivid colors, and she did a lot of gold accents. So this look really fits with that. And I did one earlier video where I featured just the glitzy adhesive, and that's what you're seeing up here. And we're just using glittery things on top of adhesive cutouts, and it comes together beautifully and it's very easy. Now, in addition to that, I want to explain about what I call the encrusted adhesive technique. And this simply means that just like I did the glitzy adhesive, now I'm stepping it up with lots of glitter and glitzy things, but I'm adding embossing powder. And some of the embossing powders that work really well for this in terms of your colors for Laurel Burch are all of the pearlescent embossing powders. And I've got a variety of those on hand. And of course at that point then we'll need to heat it. So let's show you how it works from the beginning. The adhesive I'm using is from the sticky panels, and you can use your dies, and this is going to die cut through both all the layers with the liner on both sides. And if you want for reference, you can see all of these instructions on the back, and down here at the bottom I even reference what we're going to do now with the embossing powders. This technique works especially well when you have stamps with coordinating dies so that all of your pieces are cut out. And I colored these with Copic markers, and now I've been playing around and decided kind of how I want to place a couple of these little characters. And I've even stamped a message, and we're going to incorporate that in as well. So with your double-sided sticky panel that you've die cut, I'm going to remove the liner from one side, place it down on my card, and burnish. Remove the liner on the top side, position all of your little pieces. The liner can be used again at this stage to just press all of those pieces down so the powders don't get underneath the edges. And now we're ready for some glitzy things and embossing powders. I'm going to use some of these gilded mica fragments or flakes here, and since they're the largest thing, I like to get those down first. Then let's add a little bit of some of the halo gold here. Okay, and now I'm going to put embossing powder on the balance of all the sticky areas. Now I'm ready to heat it. And that's all it takes to do your encrusted adhesive technique with the Laurel Burch designs and get all those beautiful rich colors. Here you can see a few other variations. This one had almost entirely golds in the background, which is really fun. Here's a couple other ones. This one I was able to tear around the edges. This one I embossed with crystal on the cat, and it didn't show up quite as much as just leaving it matte. but I loved how I got all of the wonderful skies with any combination of glitters or embossing powders. Here's some larger pieces. Again, the golds just make it look so rich. And on this one I included some of the crushed glass glitter. And on that, if you're burnishing it, you don't want to have your fingers right on it. But if you use the liner on top, then you can press it in a little bit without any problem. So whatever new stamps from Laurel Burch you may have, and whatever colors of glitters or embossing powders you may have, you can see how beautifully it all comes together with this encrusted adhesive technique.